Welcome, people, to a new episode. In this episode, I'll be looking at the issue of people scamming tourists in Egypt. Um, I feel the tourist sector in the northern part of Africa is really good. A lot of tourists travel to North Africa every time. But the main issue is the scammers. There are a lot of people scamming people all the time, and I've got a feeling that that's affecting the tourism there. Like you see certain taxi drivers overcharging people, and that's really painful. And you also see people raising up the price in the markets because they know you're a tourist. Um, I think that kills the market, the tourist market in North Africa, and that applies to Egypt and a place like Morocco. But today we're going to focus on Egypt. This video would also tell you things that you need to be aware of if you're going to Egypt. I hope you enjoy this episode. Today, around 4 p.m., it was a really interesting flight. And obviously I'm so excited to explore Egypt. For all those that have seen my Moroccan video, you could tell that North Africa is a good place to be at. But it'll be very interesting to see the comparison between Egypt and Morocco. So I think what I'm going to do in this video is to give you my first impression of Egypt. For all those that have never been to Egypt before, I think this video would help you decide whether or not to come. However, I think it's always good for you to try a country out and see the country for yourself and not obviously rely on what people are saying. So, my first impression of Egypt. So, I did land at 4 p.m. yesterday, and the whole process was crazy. So in Egypt you have two options of getting a visa. So you can either get a visa from the UK or you can get a visa on arrival. A lot of people opted for getting visa on arrival, and the reason for that is getting a visa back home is really difficult. It's really challenging because what you need to do is to go online, apply, and there are certain questions that are quite tricky as well that you'd have to answer, and certain documentations that you'd have to provide. So it's just much more easier doing it on arrival. So the challenges I faced when I was doing it was literally the whole process of, identifying the right people to go to get the visa, and also going to the correct place to get my passport stamped. So in most countries, if you're getting visa on arrival, you will get that visa from immigration literally. But in Egypt, it's quite different. So there are two places you need to go to. You first need to go to like a kiosk or like a booth, sorry, and get your visa and pay for it, obviously. Then you need to go to another place to get your visa stamped. And that other place is a place where the immigration officials are, and they don't really ask you any questions, because once you've gotten your visa from the first booth, they'll give you an immigration card to fill out. So you just put in your details in that card and go to the next booth, and you'll find the immigration officials there, and they'll literally go through your passport, scan it, stamp it, and you're good to go. The tricky thing about the whole situation is they don't accept card payments. So it was really tricky because a lot of people were thinking it'll be much more easier just to pay by card, and obviously you'd expect you'd expect an airport to obviously process card payments. But anyways, you have the option of obviously using an ATM, so everyone opted for that option basically. So when people were trying to get money out of the ATM,
they realized that the ATM was not accepting their cards. It was only very few banks that that the ATM could accept. So I think it was Nationwide and Halifax. So what happened was the guys that had Nationwide and Halifax cards were able to withdraw money out. So I had to help out a couple as well, because they never had I mean, they don't bank with Halifax, so they had to transfer money to my account for them to get their money out. So it was very, very ridiculous, literally. Also, people were confused on how much to pay, because it's a different price, obviously, if you're paying in pounds, a different price if you're paying in dollars, and if you're paying in the local currency. So if you're paying in the local currency, just for those that have not been to Egypt before, if you're arriving at the airport, you'd have to pay 1,150 Egyptian pounds. If you're paying by cash, obviously you have to pay by cash anyway. So it's 1,150. If you're paying in pounds, if I'm correct, I'm not too sure, I think it's about 25 pounds if you're paying in pounds. And if you're paying in dollars, I think it's about $28 if I'm correct. So just, you know, bear that in mind when you're coming through, because if you want an easy ride through the airport, I would say get your cash ready, yeah, because for all you know, when you arrive, the ATM might not be working, because I think there were about 4 ATMs just before you arrive at immigration, and only 2 were working, and those 2 were only taking, actually only 1 was working out of 4, so 2 were not in service. 1 was on but was not functioning properly, and the other one was functioning properly but was only accepting 2 types of cards, or not 2 types of cards, but only accepting cards from 2 banks, and that's Halifax and Nationwide. So just bear that in mind when you come to Egypt.
Yes, you need to make sure you bear what I said in mind when you go to Egypt. It was a really crazy one, actually, for the fact that the ATM were not functioning properly, and people that didn't have certain types of accounts had to send their money to certain people, was really bad. But anyways, you know, aside from the ATM issue and the scammers around Egypt, it is a lovely place. I'm definitely going back again. Hurghada in particular was really good, and I really enjoyed my time. Okay, let's see what else I was up to on this trip.
They are quite good in terms of accepting people's cultures and values. The only problem I faced when I arrived, aside from the visa issue, was okay. So let me show you this this boat, because I saw it when I actually arrived in the marina. So we are in Hurghada Marina. So that's one of the boats in the marina. So there's a lot of things you can do in the marina, actually. You can decide to jump on the yacht, which is all the way there, or one of the yachts there. You can jump on one of them, or you can get a boat. It depends on you anyway. But I'm not sure of what I'm gonna do later on. So what was I saying earlier? I've totally forgotten now. I've totally forgotten. But anyways, yeah, I think I said the only thing I never liked was the taxi drivers. So when you land in the airport in Hurghada, you'd realize that there's a lot of taxi drivers lurking around as usual. You get that in every country anyway. But I suppose what really upset me was the prices. So once they see you, they obviously give you a touristy price, yeah? So they give you a touristy price that is really outrageous, yeah? And obviously it's up to you to negotiate the price, which is fair enough. That's what you should do anyway. They're allowed to give you a price, and it's up to you to either take that price or not take that price. So the price they gave to me was really crazy. So they literally told me that, I mean, the guy told me that it's got to be 500. He can't take anything less than 500 Egyptian pounds. Initially, actually, he asked me if I'm looking to pay in British pounds, and I said obviously not. Then he said if I'm paying in their local currency, he can't take anything less than 500. So I said, hold on, I said, why are you charging me 500? Like, a lot of people have been paying around 200 Egyptian pounds for their trip to the same hotel. Why are you charging me more? And he said, nah, he said, that's the right price, that he's got to pay for other things as well. So I said, okay, listen, I'm not going to pay you anything more than 250. He said, oh, 300. I said, no, 250. He agreed, yeah, so we jumped in the taxi. I showed him the name of the hotel. He said he knows it, yeah. He actually said, I know this hotel. And I said, fine. So he drove me halfway and he said, hold on, what's the name of the hotel again? And I said, I've shown you the name of the hotel already. Why are you asking me for the name of the hotel again? He said, oh, he just wants to be sure. Then I showed him and he was saying, oh, if you're going to that hotel, it's going to be 500. And I said, hold on, I showed you the name of the hotel initially. You said you know it. You agreed to 250. And also, I never said this to you guys as well. Also, I did tell him before we got halfway to that destination, I did tell him that that I'm happy to pay him 300 because we started talking en route to the hotel, and I thought, you know what, I'll just pay him 300 instead of the 250 I initially said. Then he said, okay, fine, when I said 300, and when we got halfway to my destination, he changed his mind and he said 500. So I said, okay, I said, I can't pay you 500 because you already knew where the hotel was. You're acting like the hotel is really far when obviously it's not far. You're now saying you want 500. Unfortunately, I can't pay you 500. Then he said, oh, he's had to pay a toll charge at the airport. And I said, yeah, I totally understand that, but you shouldn't have picked me up if you knew that obviously you wouldn't have enough money because you had to pay a toll charge.
Yeah, Egypt is an interesting one though. The taxi drivers are up to no good. What I did at the end of it was I started using Uber because initially I didn't know that Uber operated in Egypt. Um, as a frequent traveler, I usually use Uber. Um, and for some reason I thought they never had Uber in Egypt, and maybe that's because in Morocco um I couldn't use Uber there, so I was under the impression that that might be similar in Egypt. But the good thing is I later realized that yes, Uber operates in Egypt, so that was actually a lifesaver because I started using Uber thereafter, and the prices were so reasonable. It was really unbelievable. I used Uber in Hurghada, I used Uber in Cairo, and it all worked out very well. Okay, I thought this first part of the video would, give you an understanding of what to expect when you get to Egypt. The other part of this video would focus on the real streets of Hurghada, because people tend to show you the fancy bits, so I thought it would be good to show you the real streets. Welcome to the real streets of Hurghada. I feel it is always good to show people other sides and other parts of certain places because it is good for you to also go out there, see how the locals live, look at the shops around and engage basically with the locals. That's what I believe in anyway. That's why I travel. I just don't travel just to go there and enjoy the sun. You can always wait for summertime in your country to have fun, and enjoy the sun. But I felt it is really important to show people how the locals live, how the usual roads and usual paths of or the normal paths, let me say, of Hurghada is. The locals were really lovely, they were really engaging. I really, really enjoyed walking around, speaking with the locals. So this is just, a video to show you how it all went. Hope you enjoy it.
You should all know me by now. Anytime I travel to a new country, I always show you the real streets of either the capital or the most popular town in that place. So welcome to the real streets of Hurghada. Let me take you around and show you how it is on a busy Friday afternoon. Let's go. So it's about 4 o'clock in Hurghada and it's mad busy as usual. So this side of Hurghada is not the touristy side per se. You would see the odd tourist around, but there's not a lot of tourists around. So most of the people around this area are local people. Can you see that lovely beach? Also, it's Ramadan season, so everyone who is a Muslim in Egypt is currently fasting. So you would notice that during Ramadan there will be certain shops that will close at certain times, especially when it's time to break their fast. So just bear that in mind if you're traveling to a Muslim country. It's not like that shop is totally closed for the day. They might be closed for a few hours, but it depends on the shop you're going to though. Some might be closed for the day. So what have I seen so far in Hurghada? What I've noticed is there's a lot of restaurants and shisha bars. If you're into shisha, you would not get tired of Hurghada. Hello, are you from Egypt?
From Egypt? Oh, yeah.
So is this your shop?
What? English?
Your shop?
Restaurant.
Restaurant, yeah?
Yes.
So what's your name? What's your name?
Gamal.
Okay.
My name is Gamal. What's your name?
Adsway.
Atsway.
Yeah,
Where
that's
from you?
England. UK.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Say hello to my subscribers.
Hello.
So so this is your restaurant here, this one. So what's the name? What's the name of your restaurant? Name?
Jafar Omar.
Okay. They are lovely people, guys. Yeah. So if you come to Hurghada, come to this restaurant. Yeah, it's a lovely restaurant and they're lovely people. Yeah. Oh, that's Mustafa.
Abdul.
And Abdul, yeah? Abdul Rahman. Yeah, they are Jamal, yeah. So they are lovely people, guys. Yeah, come to Hurghada and come and chill out with them, yeah?
Yeah. Oh,
cool.
Okay.
All right, take care, yeah? Yeah, nice to meet you, yeah? Cool. Yeah, so they are lovely people in Egypt. What I've noticed is a lot of them try to talk to you and they ask you where you're from. And I think it's the North African reception anyway. A lot of the guys in North Africa are quite friendly. They show you that love, that African love. Well, let me tell you what's funny though. So yesterday in the plane, I overheard 2 people talking about Egypt, yeah? They were obviously traveling to Egypt. And one of them said, oh, I'm so excited to go to Africa. And the other person said, is Egypt in Africa? And the other person laughed and said, yes, of course. Yes, of course. So some people don't even know. They don't even know that Egypt is in Africa. Although there are some parts that are more in the Middle East. So there are certain parts of Egypt that lies in between certain places in the Middle East. But a significant amount of Egypt is basically in Africa. It's just a very little part that is in the Middle East anyway. So the Egyptians class themselves as Africans. So So for all you people that don't know this, you know now.
Yes. For all those that don't know that Egypt is in Africa, you know now. For some reason, people don't even class the likes of Egypt, North Africa. Sorry, not yeah, Egypt and North Africa in general. They don't class it as Africa for some reason. They feel like places like Algeria, Libya, Morocco, and Egypt are literally the Middle East. For Egypt, anyway, I totally understand because there are some bits of Egypt that actually lies within the Middle East, and it's not a significant part, it's just certain parts. But Egypt, Morocco, Libya, Algeria, Tunisia are all North Africa. And a lot of Egyptians are proud to be Africans. So please bear that in mind. Yes, there's a lot of Arab influence, but if you speak to locals in Egypt or in Morocco, they will tell you we are not Arabs, we are Muslims. If they are Muslims, though, they'll say they are Muslims, or they would say they are Egyptians or Africans or whatever, but they don't say we're Arabs anyway. That's what I know. Some people might beg to differ, and also it depends on how the locals class themselves, but that's what I know from talking to the locals. Okay, let's see what else I was up to.
The horn, just to get your attention. So I was walking past the road today, and this taxi driver was literally horning just to get my attention. And the horn was really loud. To be totally honest, there was no need for that, but that's just how they are. Okay, so we're still exploring the area. So you could see that they have various shops around. Oh, that looks like what you would see in Cairo, for example, next to the pyramid. So I'm going to go to Cairo as well. So it'll be interesting to see what's going on there. I'm sure there's going to be a significant difference between Cairo and Hurghada, because Hurghada is not like it's not like a capital city anyway, so it's not going to be as mad and bubbly as Cairo, obviously. Hello.
I am here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Thank you. My name is Osama.
Osama?
Yes.
Osama bin Laden.
100%. How are you?
Yeah, his name is Osama, but not bin Laden. He's joking. He's joking. He's joking.
Yes, my job here in Hurghada since 25 years ago.
Okay.
Yes, I sell excursion and I work here.
Oh, you sell excursions?
Yes, Cairo, Luxor, snorkeling, diving, and I sell in my friend shop here some nice product here. You can do reclam. Welcome.
Oh no, I'm recording around. I'm showing my subscribers the area.
Okay,
so
after you back to look my shop here, maybe you like to buy some souvenir.
Okay, yeah, I'll
some
come
perfume
back.
for your girlfriend.
Okay, I've got a wife, not girlfriend.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
I have good perfume for your wife.
Yeah.
I hope your husband to come buy some perfume from me.
Yeah.
And I have camel milk cream.
Yeah.
And I have aloe vera.
So what's the name of your shop? Show me.
I'll show you. تعال طيب.
No, just outside. I'm not going in. No. The name. So it's called Luxor Perfume Palace.
And I give you my business card.
Oh, he's taking me inside. I was not looking to go inside. Okay, he's giving me his card. So guys, look at his card. I'm going to put his details down below.
And this for your present.
Oh no, I'm
From
okay.
my heart. From my heart.
It's okay. I don't have anywhere to put it. Where would I put it?
But this for you.
Where? No, I'm okay.
This good?
No, it's okay.
Ramses hunting bird.
Yeah.
And the wife give him arrow to hunt bird.
So is that Pharaoh?
Yes. And here this lion.
That's a lion.
Bring what he hunting.
Yeah.
This from me to me.
No, it's okay. I don't have any place to put it.
Have you come back again?
Yeah, I'll come back.
What's your name?
Adsway.
Adsway.
Yeah, Adsway. Yeah.
Adsway. I hope you come again, and this really your gift without any business.
Oh yeah.
No problem business.
Yeah.
Business not everything in the life.
Yeah, it's not good.
And if you're interesting to have some souvenir, perfume, papyrus, you are welcome.
Yeah.
Not interesting, you are welcome. Feel like home.
Yeah.
We Egypt love all country.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy. I love him.
Thank you.
Lovely guy.
If you're interesting excursion, you come to me.
So I'm gonna put his details down below, like I said earlier. So when you guys come to Hurghada, make sure you come to his store. Osama is a lovely guy. He's a very kind person, and he sells good stuff as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a
and
lot,
before you
Osama.
go, you try my stuff and you come tomorrow.
Okay.
Tutankhamun.
Oh, it smells good, guys. Yeah.
Tutankhamun natural, without any mix, without
Natural
nothing.
perfume.
Yeah, and I have something for your wife, Arabian Night.
Arabian Night.
Yes.
Okay, that'll be a good one actually. So guys, I'm going to smell Arabian Night. Very good. This is a baby making perfume. Once my wife uses this, would make more babies.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Osama.
I'm happy to see you.
Yeah,
Come
happy to
again
see
here
you.
in
Yeah.
our shop again.
I will. So guys, Osama is a great guy, yeah? So you guys need to come to his store when you come to Hurghada. Okay, as I was saying earlier, Cairo is obviously going to be busier than Hurghada. And that's because Cairo is the capital city. Also, a lot of people have told me to brace myself because Cairo is mad. So what they are saying is there'll be a lot. Hey, hello. How are you doing?
How are you?
Are you from Egypt? Egypt?
I'm from Aswan.
From where?
Aswan.
Where's that?
Aswan.
Aswa.
Yeah.
What's that? What's Aswa?
Aswan.
Aswa. Where's that?
Upper Egypt.
Oh, part of Egypt. Yeah. Cool. Nice to meet you, though.
Thank you.
I love you guys. You guys are very friendly.
Thank you.
Very friendly people.
Yeah, people, that was so funny. So I wasn't sure of what my fellow North African guy was saying when he said Aswan. I realized that Aswan is one of the most popular places in Egypt. So apologies, guys. Actually, Aswan is one place that I'm looking to visit in the future. So as Luxor. Also, a lot of the people in the shops will tell you that they will give you an item for free, but no, it's not for free. Please bear that in mind. If anyone at all tells you they are giving you something for free, do not believe them. They will give it to you, then later try and ask you to pay for it. They can either ask you in a nice way or not a very nice way. But usually they'll probably say something like, "Oh, just give me 100 Egyptian pounds for it," or something like that. But yeah, just watch out for that.
My shorts, but I don't think the video captured the little child. I try to avoid getting them on my in my videos. I mean, because obviously they're little children. But yeah, the little child was literally grabbing my shorts. So just watch out for them. Okay, so I would say Egypt and Morocco are very similar, and it makes sense anyway, because you know Morocco is a Muslim country, Egypt is a Muslim country. Hello, you okay? Is that your shop?
Hi, coffee shop.
Oh, is it your shop? Your shop. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Let's see what it sells. So it's a coffee shop, yeah? Let's talk to them. So is this your shop, yeah?
Turkish coffee.
Yeah, Turkish, yeah. So I'm just recording. Say hello to my subscribers. Say hello.
Hello.
YouTube. You know YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah, this is going to YouTube. So you'll see yourself on YouTube.
What the?
No, I'm walking around, looking.
$1.
$1.
$1.
I don't have $1.
Wow, $1.
You see, he only called me because he wants $1. That's why he called me. Yeah, he only called me because he thinks I'm American. Everyone thinks I'm American anyway. Like when I came to the country, like people were saying, "Are you from America?" Maybe they have a lot of black Americans that come through.
Okay, people, I'm going to have to end it here. The whole purpose of this video is to kind of let you know what to expect when you get to the airport in Egypt. You know, things to watch out for, how to be street smart and things like that. I hope you enjoyed this particular episode. The next episode would be my video in Cairo. I hope you enjoy that when it comes out too. Okay, people, take care.